lens. I should probably put the lens caps on. Okay, so this is gonna be my first and ever review, so if it's ass, don't blame me. Benoison. So I got this lens for $90 on Amazon. Now this is an f1.8 85mm lens. First impressions were not bad. It's mostly metal build EF mount, and it came just like this. Lens cap and sun hood all installed. The focus ring isn't stiff, it's actually quite nice and smooth. The aperture ring though is a little stiff, it's a clicked ring, so it's kind of nice on there, but I wish it wasn't clicked so I can get more precise on it. That's just my personal opinion. It has an f-stop of f1.8 to 22. It's got a thread of 72mm. The threading for the sun hood is not great. It's kind of a pain to put on. Okay, so the mount itself is EF, but I shoot micro four thirds, and it is manual, so you don't need a speed booster. You just need a simple adapter. Now let's look at the photos. All right, so to start things off, I did some bird photography in my backyard, and it didn't actually look that bad. It isn't the most sharp. I was shooting at around f2.5 on this lens. Next, I put on my 4x digital zoom. If you zoom in a little bit, there is slight purple and green fringing on some objects. So as you can see up here at f1.8, it's pretty hazy. It is pretty hazy. There's not a lot of detail. It looks a little not sharp. It's kind of unusable at f1.8. The focus is really sensitive at 1.8. Then I did some just twig and close-ups. This lens does have a 3 feet minimum focus distance, so I had to get a little far behind. All these were shot around f-stop of 2.5 and 4. So they are a little sharper than if you opened at the full 1.8 f-stop. And then I took some pictures of my dog from afar, so I got to use the long distance focus range, which I thought these ones ended up pretty dang good. I have no problem if I zoom in. There's not much fringing and it looks pretty in detail. I would get a print out of that. I do like the pictures of that. It's basically the same picture quality as an old vintage lens, so if you're going for that look, go for it. If you want a vintage lens, just get a vintage lens. They're cooler and I like them better, but it's all up to preference. Now, a weird thing that this lens does is it's squishy. And by that I mean this part that exists on the focus, you know, when it comes in and out, is kind of squishy. There's like a rubber band in there and you can feel it. Like, I don't know, I've never had a lens do that. I don't really know what's in there happening. I don't know if that ring can come undone and your lens is ruined. So I don't know, that's just something to look out for. Your lens will be a little squishy, so just be careful of that. But honestly, out of 10, I give it like a 6.5 out of 10. It's not terrible. It's definitely worth $80. Do I recommend getting this lens? Honestly, if you think that this lens is suitable for you, you get use out of a vintage looking lens, but it's more modernly built, go for it. At the $90 price point, it's worth $90. If you really want a nice autofocus, sharp f1.8 lens at 85mm, you're not going to be spending $90 on it. You're going to be spending upwards of a couple hundred to a couple thousand. So, not bad. Would I buy again if this lens broke? Probably not. But that's all I have to share for you. I'm starting a new format, so I've never done camera reviews before, but if you like this and think it's epic, subscribe. If you don't, I don't care what you do.